Hello and welcome. My name is John Hobby. Today we're on the craps table because I'm sick of looking at my poker table through my viewfinder. All right, change of pace a little bit here. We're showcasing a set of poker chips, and we need to place a bet here. If we're gonna shoot, what are we gonna shoot? Let's see. Are we gonna play pass line or don't pass? What do you guys want? Dark side, light side. Light side. I hear everybody crying. All right, we'll be the good guys. Okay. I'm not gonna throw it down there. I'm just gonna throw it right here so you can see what's going on. 9. Center field. All right. I'm not going to place it. Whatever. You know it's on. You want free odds? What are free odds on 9? 4? Done. All right. So the chip set we're showcasing today are CPS, the Championship Poker Series. This was a group buy. I was aware of it. I didn't get in on it when it was a group buy. I actually bought these after the fact from Apache Poker Chips. And that's where I'd recommend you go if you want these. Tournament set here. I mean, they have a cash set as well. You can Google this set and you can read all about it. It's actually pretty interesting. Anyway, when you get poker chip lovers designing poker chips, you end up with something that's pretty interesting. So overall, very happy with it. I'm just showcasing it here. I'm not going to do a full review. I'm not going to get into the measurements and weighing them and all of that. But they have a nice weight to them. They're not heavy like metal insert chips. They're more comparable to like Milanos or other, chips. These aren't really comparable. These are, I would consider, a middle class chip, more like akin to Milanos or the Desert Palms here. All right. And I mean, as far as sound goes, I might as well, as we're showcasing it, so I can just do whatever I want, right? The chips sound very much like what you'd expect from a chipset that does not have a metal insert in there. And when I got these out of package, first thing that happened was I cranked on one and it broke. You've seen me, Milano's breaking my hands, Desert Palms breaking my hands, Next Gens, almost every chip you can break in your fingers, or at least I can. So, I mean, that's not news to me. I should have filmed myself do that, but whatever, I was impatient. And this came out of a sleeve, so they were shrunk wrapped in stacks of 25. And when we opened one of them, we looked everywhere. We couldn't find this inlay. It was just outright missing. So you can see what the chip looks like without the inlay in there. It's just a sticker. Nothing fancy. You can see from right here, just stickers. Very much like the Milano sticker, if you look at them close. Has a similar texture to it, kind of that silvery color. So, very middle-class chip. However, let's get a close-up of these. It does have a nice texture to them. Can you see that wonderful checkering? That is wonderful. It's not so aggressive it's obnoxious, but it enhances that chalky clay feel. And I love it how there's no dollar or euro distinguishing marks here. It's just 5,000 chips, like you would expect with a tournament, right? I love that about these. I like high denominations, 5,000, 1,000, 500, you can see. My buddy, I told you about him, he always rubs chips together to damage them. You'll see some of these are damaged. The 500s, I know he pulled some of his 500s out when he was grinding away at them. And it's one of those classic, are you destroying my chips? No. Maybe, kind of. All right, yeah, I'm destroying him. Yeah, he likes to put some wear on him to test them. Anyway, overall, like I said, showcasing them. They have nice beveled edges. They're not squared off edges. And one more thing I should mention. You've probably already seen, but the inlay does not fill the whole recessed portion of the chip. So they're not perfectly centered, and you can see that the inlay doesn't perfectly fill there. But it's a group buy. If this is the future of poker chips, I'll be very happy with this. This is an excellent set, especially for tournament lovers. And speaking of tournaments, when we were playing last night, one of my pals, was it last night? No, it was 2 nights ago. One of my pals, the same one who grinds away at him, who destroys my chips, he was complaining that these 100s and 500s, these are the 500s, these are the 100s, look alike. He's like, I can't tell them apart. And we don't think he's colorblind. He just didn't see the difference between these. I mean, there's a blue stripe through this one, and there's no blue stripe, dark blue stripe through this blue. I mean, it's easy to tell. For the rest of us, we're like, what are you talking about? It's no big deal. And so, 5 of us, we're like, even shuffled them together. We looked at them and we were just like, no, we can easily see lavender, black, lavender, black. It's easy to tell the 500 from the the 100 from the 500, in our opinion. So that's why I'm showing you. If you have a problem distinguishing those, leave a comment. I suspect most of the people, the reason why I'm making this video is I got a lot of requests for it. And I suspect most of the people requesting it already own this set and they just want it to be showcased. So that's what I'm here to do. But actually, I'm really actually very happy with this. PGI is a company I really like with their ceramics. For example, these are some PGI ceramics. I like it because they have transparency in their company. They say, hey, these are lead-free, 100% lead-free, which is wonderful. That's what we want from other manufacturers. Companies that have discontinued these chips. We want some transparency. Hopefully they come back with some and hopefully they'll tell us, if they're lead-free or not. So PGI is one of my favorite companies of all time because of that transparency. Claysmith I really like because they make stock chips. We want to see something like this, PGI, come out stock, where we can order them next year, the year after, 5 years, and know that they'll be there, right? Fill out our sets, recommend them to people, make videos about them. But this is a really interesting set, and if you guys own this set, wow, lots of envy there. So that's the showcase right here. As far as sounds go, you've been hearing it throughout the video. And you probably want to hear them compared to some Paulsons. Let's grab a stack here. Anyway, these shuffle a little bit more easily than, say, Paulsons, but they do have a pretty coarse texture, which makes it a little bit tricky. They are very flat. I've had no flatness issues with them. Paulsons, fresh Paulsons are pretty hard to shuffle because of those square edges. These do not have the square edges. The inlays are obviously kind of the middle class sticker, not the embedded heat applied while the chip is still warm inlay like the Paulsons have. So, but yet, you're not looking for something like that necessarily in a tournament set. We're just going tons and tons of them that are nice at an affordable price. Like I said, there is a cache set of these that you'll see. Google it. You'll see all sorts of interesting things. Showcasing the Championship Poker Series, CPS poker chips. And you'll notice that most of them, the inlay is aligned more or less with the edge marks. This one's not so perfect, but most of them are. Flip through them, a lot of them, and you'll see. So, great tournament set. Most people will be very happy with these. These are something that are very usable. Play with them a lot. Not terribly worried about friends scratching them, breaking them in. When I got these, they did have some dust on them. This is just an insight into what I do. I take some wet wipes, like baby wet wipes, wring them, make sure that any dripping water is out of them so they're just damp, and then just wipe off, 100 of them. Just what I do. I'm not a chip oiler. Some people like to oil chips. Not my thing. So anyway, leave a comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you do. Tell us, if these meet your needs or what you would change about these. But as far as me and my buddies, we're very happy with this set for poker, not for craps, ironically. Thanks for watching. Oh, we have a new website. Check us out, hobbyphilic.hobbyjohn.com. You'll see some of my ramblings where I go off and write articles and talk too much. And I'm just some guy on YouTube who likes to talk a lot, and I have some interests, and hopefully we share the same interests. So go check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back to the Great Poker Chip Adventure here in a few weeks. When I have some time, I'm pretty busy with work, so I'll get back as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.